Welcome back to Good Day. A few weeks ago, canines from all over strutted their stuff in the Westminster Dog Show.
Yeah, so if you weren't able to make it to Queens, New York to see the show in person, we have the next best thing. Mike Roehrs and Wally, they're here from the Toledo Kennel Club with its show this weekend. So Mike and Wally, thanks so much for joining.
Thanks for having us. We really appreciate coming in.
So this is a big show. Tell us what's happening.
This is a big show. So the Toledo Kennel Club All-Breed Dog Show, Obedience Trial, and dock diving competitions this coming weekend. Dock diving starts on Friday, late afternoon, evening. And the big show then under the big tents happens on Saturday and Sunday.
Awesome.
And the dock diving will continue through the weekend for that.
That's fun to see them.
Yeah, it is fun. So we'll get into the features of the show, but tell us a little bit more about your pup here.
About Wally? Wally's very curious. He's looking around all these new things and lights and stuff. He is a 2.5-year-old Field Spaniel. Field Spaniels are one of the rarest breeds in the American Kennel Club. They're the rarest of the Flushing Spaniels. So he's bigger than a Cocker, smaller than a Springer. There's about 200 breeds in the American Kennel Club, and they're like about 168th in numbers. So they're pretty down there.
Wow.
So he actually came here from California. His mother came from lines that went back to France, and his father came back from Sweden. So he's kind of an unusual guy. We brought him to the side of the country. So.
Wow, and he's won some big awards.
Yes, he has his breed championship. He's well on his way to his grand championship. He also has titles in obedience and trick dogs and what's called fast cat for how fast they run, and a few other things. He also does some bird hunting, and he is a tracking dog. I train dogs for tracking human scent, and he has the low-end title on that. We're working on the upper limit.
Okay.
Wow. Talk to us a little bit about what it takes from your standpoint to get Wally prepared for competition.
Time.
Patience, right?
So for the obedience stuff and all that, obviously lots of training. We pretty much every day train something. We enjoy that. I'm moving into retirement, so I've got a little more time to do that, so it's fun. For the breed competitions, which is the big part of the show this weekend, it's really looking at them, how close they come to the American Kennel Club and the parent club's standard of how they're supposed to look and how they're supposed to behave, right? So we look at both of those things. They have to have good temperament and be even temperament and not, be mean in the ring or anything like that. And we do some grooming. This breed doesn't take a lot of grooming. We kind of clean up his ears and they have big hairy feet. We trim up their feet a lot, but not a lot. Some of the breeds take a lot of grooming, like the poodles, and some of those obviously take hours and hours and hours of scissoring.
Right, and blowing out and all that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he pretty much gets a little bit of a trim and a bath, and he's ready to go.
Good to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
The breed standard says they're supposed to be shown naturally, so.
Okay, so you're like, all right, we could do that. And so he's going to be out there competing with.
He will be. He's entered this weekend in what's called the Best of Breed competition. He'll be competing against other champions in his breed. The winners of those then go on to compete against other dogs in their group. He's in the sporting dog group as a hunter. The winners of each of those groups, there's 7 of them. So there's sporting dogs and there's herding dogs and all those kinds of things. The winners of those then go on to compete for Best in Show. So he'll be competing first. He has to get out of our classes and beat all the other champions. If he does that, we can move our way up.
Move up.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about the competition itself. How many dogs can we expect to see? And also, if you can give us an estimate on the variety, the breeds.
Yeah, there's going to be over, I think I counted, there's 125 different breeds entered this weekend, and right around 800 dogs each day. So a lot of dogs.
Might be a little loud.
Yeah, actually, it's funny. With show
quiet?
dogs, they're, again, like him, he's used to traveling, used to being out, so they're not too loud. Now you go over to the dock diving where they're getting stimulated, they're very excited. It's a little loud on that end of the fairgrounds with them. And then back in the building where the obedience is, again, those dogs are highly trained to be quiet and to behave, and so they're...
Dock diving is basically like the frat party of this whole...
Pretty much. And the competitors are kind of that way too. They're the most fun people on the site, for sure. Yeah, you want to hang out with the dock divers. They're the cool kids.
That's funny. So can anybody just come and watch?
So anybody can come and watch. We also have vendors there. I think we have 15 different vendors coming, both food as well as dog-related items. There's health clinics for dogs, for mostly ones that have already been signed up for part of our breeding standards, is for heart conditions and things like that. But to come around and watch, anybody is welcome. It's just per carload. I think it's $6 a carload this year, so that's the only fee. So it's a great family activity.
Yeah,
It
fun.
is.
Come see all the different kinds of breeds.
Starts about 8 o'clock in the morning, goes to about best in shows around 4 o'clock.
Okay.
So
You got to
both
stick
days.
around and see the whole
do
thing.
have to see it.
Yeah, you have to see
You have to see who wins. Yeah, absolutely.
So lots of fun, Lucas County Fairgrounds, right?
Lucas County Fairgrounds, right there in Maumee, Ohio.
Very good. Well, good luck, Wally.
You're cute.
Yeah, very cute. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thanks for having us. We really
it.
appreciate it.
Good luck this weekend.
Thanks so
Yeah.
much. And we'll be back with more Good Day. Make sure you stay with us.